Good night, everybody. And this is not in the actual link it's supposed to be. So I'm having some technical difficulties. Let me just check the Facebook page to see what's happening there. And I'm probably going to post the link to this on the other thread. If you are coming from the other video, I don't know what happened tonight. You found me. So let me check that really quick. And in the meantime, if you are on, share and like this video. All right, yes, so it's in a different thread. So I'm going to copy the link to this one. Oh, I want to copy it without. Okay. Cool. Edit, post. All right. Hi, Tisha. I see Tisha is on. So tonight, I'm going to walk you guys through a website that we recently wrapped up here at CDB Design Studio. All right, so before I get started, you all know I have house rules. And the beginning of every video, I say, give me reactions, give me hearts, comment, give me your feedback. I want to hear from you all and I want to keep you engaged. And it so turns out I'm not totally crazy, right? Because if you have been following social media, you would have noticed that Mark Zuckerberg makes some big changes with Facebook, or changes that are coming. I didn't really pay attention to the dates because I'm already doing the stuff that he wants from us on business pages. You want to keep people engaged and you want them to have meaningful interaction. So it's all well and good to tune in, and I'm happy to have you guys watch, but please share and please comment, give your feedback. You must have an opinion. We all have an opinion. Say whether you agree, you disagree, say something, because at the end of the day, this is a free platform, quote unquote free, and this is all free content, and the least you could do is like and share. And you know, we who tend to do these live videos love to know what is on your minds so that we know how to deliver and how to continue to deliver, and you know, really what to give you all. I saw a comment over here. Hey, Dara. So yes, hi Dara, please share, and well, you already commented, and give me some reactions throughout this live broadcast. And I see we have a few people watching, so say hi, let me know that you're there. So tonight is all about the latest website that we wrapped up. So if you all are wondering, before I get started again, tonight we're doing this segment because I started on the other video. So let me just repeat what I said on the other video. Tonight's segment is here to replace our usual Tea Time Tuesday segment that comes on at this exact same time, just on a Tuesday, because we're doing the website masterclass. And I know many people complain that a website is too expensive, or if they have attempted to DIY their website, they're lost, they're confused, they start, they get frustrated, they give up. So I've created a solution to help you all give you some kind of starting point. And essentially tomorrow's free masterclass, which is essentially a webinar, to show you how easy it is to DIY. You just need a roadmap. Essentially, you just need a roadmap. Right? So if you're not registered as yet, click the link in the bio. If you're on mobile, you're probably going to have to click that link after this has ended. If you're on your computer, the link is somewhere up there, somewhere around, right? So Let me just head straight into this website that I did. And here is the website. So you all would have heard me on lives always talking about a brand website and a brand website. So you'd notice most websites tend to be it just seems like something out of a box. You have your typical 5 to 6 pages, and there's an about me, there's who we are, this is services, portfolio, and contact us. Bam. Now, at a first glance, it appears that is all there is to this website, but there's a lot more happening behind the curtain that makes this website automate TCJ management's business process. And I can attest to that. She's a colleague of mine, and we both exchange ideas over time, and we talk about these things. So I was totally excited when she gave me the opportunity and put her website in CDB Design Studio hands. And she's a client that I've done her branding, I've done her rebranding. And, I just love seeing branding all come together. And it comes together in no place like your online home. If you don't have a physical store to brand the store and make it look beautiful, the next best thing is your website. It's just your brand home, and it should reflect that. It should feel like it. When people land on this page, it should exude who you are, and people should feel like, yes, I'm in the right place, as well as they should know, okay, what I need from this place. Is this the right person for me? It needs to resonate with your ideal client. And if it doesn't resonate with your ideal client, well, not with your ideal client, if it doesn't resonate with the viewer, that means that it's doing its job, because while you want to resonate, you also kind of want to repel those who aren't your ideal clients. From the time they come, they know, this doesn't feel like what I'm looking for. And it saves you time. It saves you getting on the phone, talking to people that aren't a right fit for your business. There's nothing wrong with the people. It's just that they are not a right fit. And as a business owner, we don't have time to waste. That's just the matter, right? We don't have time to waste. And your website should be your best employee, and you need to put it to work. You need to put all your forms, well, not all, but you strategically put up certain forms to intake people, to weed out the people who aren't the right fit for your business. And it's just all about being more efficient. Hey, Veronica. Hi, Leslie. I'm glad you are excited. Right, I see Krista was on. I don't know if she's still on, but I'm going to say hi to Krista. So, first of all, when someone lands on your site, apart from the visuals, the copy is very important. And I know Veronica would attest to that because she writes copy. She's all the way from Australia. So you want to have an attention-grabbing headline and something that kind basically sums you up in a nutshell, and you want to more or less rope people in and get them interested. You're not going to say, hi, we're a web company, or hi, we do events. Try to be a little more creative when coming up with something to say. You can hire a copywriter, but these are the tips that I would share if you are trying to DIY a website. So first we have solution-driven, service-oriented, and this is basically what TCJ stands for. This is where I would ask the client or tell them, give me something that is a problem solver, a headline that's a problem solver for your ideal client, or what is your mission and what do you stand for. And I can attest that TCJ management takes a lot of pride in what they do. So you have a brief overview, some quotes, some testimonies. It's not really a testimony, but it's noteworthy information where she has increased sales or something that shows results. The next thing was Tisha's thoughts, right? And then this is a good thing to include, is a brief overview of brands you would have worked with. When people see big brands or any noteworthy client that they can refer to, or even a friend, they might say, oh, she's worked with a business owner that I've known. it earns trust with your viewer. So they say, oh, okay, she's worked with these clients, very interesting. That means this is going to gain credibility. It also gets them interested to want to keep scrolling your site and to keep going down. So it's all about keeping people interested, because on the internet, people lose interest so quickly and they get bored and then they move on to something else. And it's all about doing as much as you can in as little space time as possible. So now here we sum up in a nutshell an outline of the things that TCJ management does. So TCJ Management Company is basically the umbrella brand for TCJ events and TCJ travel. So, and in events, there is private clients, which falls under private events such as bridal, birthday parties, and retirement parties. And then there is the corporate side of it. So you'd see this represents the corporate side, event management. You see the bridal, and then you see the travel. And again, you instead of putting something basic and boring as learn more, we put let's do it, I do not want the stress, and yes please. Get creative with your copy. Now when thinking about what to say on your website, you want to put yourself in their shoes, and you want to write your copy or your information in such a way that it's a conversation. Too many websites are just sharing information from a textbook perspective, and it's just information. People aren't interested in that. That's kind of boring. People want to know if you can solve the problem. You want to speak to the emotion, and this is what branding in general is all about. You want to speak to what problem they are trying to solve and to their emotions. At first, persons aren't really interested in information. Like you check out a mechanic's website and it's just they're talking about ball joints and all this stuff. It's like, that doesn't compute to me. Tell me how you can help me, right? So I'm going to pause a bit and see if anybody has any questions. Do you agree? Give me some thumbs up. I kind of need to pause a bit. Now I'm going to check to see if I'm missing any comments. Hi, I see Arlene is on and Sophia was on. Either they checked in. Alright, so I'm jumping back over to the website. And then we have the testimonials that are beautifully laid out, very clean and visually appealing, and it's a slider. Over time she can add more in this format, but there is also more in just regular text format for those who have gotten so engaged and they really like reading testimonials. And then we head over to a little bit, there's the about who we are, her brand story. People buy from people, so I would encourage anybody to talk about their story. We live in these times where people want to know more about the people behind the brand or the person behind the brand. Sometimes people just buy from you because they resonate with you, or they find a common denominator to say like, hey, she's just like me. And that separates you from somebody else, because sometimes it's so competitive now that the only real way to set yourself apart from your competitors is to just be you. Somebody else's services may not be that much different or that much better, and you all may be both killing it, but they may choose you because they like you and they have something in common with you. So here you can find Tisha's entire brand story. Here you'll see a slideshow. This is connected to her Instagram page. So as long as she's posting on Instagram, that feature is there. She has tools and resources. Her website is very helpful to those visiting. And giving away some free tools and resources positions you as the leader in your industry or a leader in your industry, they might get a taste of who you are. They would be able to say, okay, I like what she has to offer. This was helpful to me. Let me get on the call for a consultation. Then we go over to events. And then we have the information where you can see the packages, you can see the gallery. And you see how her brand is really injected into her entire website. So when working on this website, she did not have a pattern at the point in time, and she wanted to get a pattern. I know she was following my posts in the Facebook group that I had open, and I was putting on a lot of content based on patterns. So that intrigued, and she wanted patterns, and in doing this project, we finally decided to incorporate a pattern that can now be used on your website. Patterns come in lovely when you have an online home, and then you see how it's used in each aspect. So now every time you see something similar like this, you see something that is remotely close to it in terms of the triangles, you see how the triangles are always used. And this is also maintaining consistency throughout the brand. So you find creative ways to quote unquote exploit these small details, but it plays on the psychological mind. Here, if you click the plus sign, it gives you more information on the packages. So these are things that you can send people to. I know that human interaction is important, but sometimes you cannot sit down and rattle out all your packages, but it's easy, it's there, it's available, and you can at least point persons in the right direction and make your calls shorter, so that way you're more efficient with your sales calls or any inquiries that may come your way on your website. Your packages are there, you can point them in direction, you can just drop the link to that person in an email, or if you use WhatsApp for your business, or on your Facebook page, somebody might inbox and say, okay, here, this is what our packages look like, and then you can go ahead and book. So when you book your consultation now, it takes you to a consultation and booking form. And this form now is going to end up on her back end. After you submit this form, you can set up your consultation. So everything is scheduled, everything has a system, and all these things you don't see on your front page, you don't see it in your navigation, but this site is laid out in such a strategic manner that it takes you through a funnel. Knowing your funnel and outlining a funnel is so important to making your website work for you. So I'm just going to show you very quickly how the gallery was laid out. It's very clean, and there's a nice little bio of each event that was done, which I really liked, that she incorporated this on the website in her gallery, and it just being a whole big gallery of random images. So these are things that you can make a note of when you are plotting your website content. And then travel. There's some information on travel. It does the same thing. It takes you to another booking page specifically geared towards travel clients. So you have to know what information that you need from your clients, and you turn that into a digital form. This is so much easier than trying to get a physical form in an email and they write it out and they send it back to you. All that is not necessary. This is the blog. I love the header video. Now I placed this header video because I just felt that it was just a perfect place to place this video, because she's talking. It's like a behind the scenes, and that's what a blog page kind of feels like. It's about you talking with your audience about tips. It's a behind the scenes. It was just perfect, and she was in her TCJ shirt, so everything was just in line and perfect for the website. Tisha is a client that makes me absolutely proud, because she's constantly building her brand and executing her brand. She doesn't just focus on slapping the logo everywhere. She knows how to inject her brand colors. She's always repping her brand, and I just love it. It gets me so excited. Thanks, Arlene. I'm glad you like it too. I just found this was so perfect. So these are some of the blog posts that you all can all take a look and browse through the website whenever you feel like it, and get some tips on travel. If you're a bride looking to get married and you probably think you don't need event planner or wedding planner. Wedding is what I meant to say, not web. If you don't think you need a wedding planner, you might actually be very wrong. And I know sometimes there are budget constraints, and you may not think that you want to pay somebody to do the wedding, or you have an aunt or somebody in the family who's basically putting themselves up to help you with your wedding, and that is your decision. That's fine. But if you must do anything, have a on-the-day coordinator, which she does as well, because if this is your friend or your family or somebody, you would want them to enjoy the day rather than they being a part of the event. And same goes for you. You want to put it in the hands of a professional, and you want to make sure that your day runs smoothly. And then in the media is basically places that TCJ management would have showed up, had blog posts written, anything in the media literally. And that is about it for the most part. This was the website for TCJ management, and like I said, it was a pleasure. Let's back up. Yay! So if anybody is interested in the website masterclass, or you think that is just too much work and I want to hire you to do it, then you can, well, one, you can register on the Tea Party list, which the link is in the comments, or you can email hello@cdbdesignstudio.com, or head on over to cdbdesignstudio.com, click work with me, and set up your free consultation to see how I can help you with your branding and your website. I'm going to wait a few minutes to see if anybody has any questions, any further comments. And if you're joining this late, please like and share this video. It's my house rules on every live. And like I was saying, I know I'm not crazy, because engagement is the way to go. You want to build interactions, and it's all about having your video also travel the internet. So the more likes, hearts, shares that I can get, that would be greatly appreciated. This is free information, so all I ask in return is to comment, like, share the video. And Mark Zuckerberg has made changes on Facebook, which you, if you do live videos, you're probably going to want to give your audience house rules as well, to like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Because I wrote about a blog post, I think it was early last year or year before, saying Facebook pages are dead. I'm going to drop the link to that after this live. And it's literally Facebook pages are dead now, because it has gone from 6%, which when I wrote at the time of writing that blog post, it went from 6% organic reach to now basically being 0% organic reach from what I understand of the release that they put out. It may not be in effect like right now as I'm seeing this video, but when they launch the new changes, there is no organic reach. You're going to have to pay for everything. So for those who have been hesitating on video is just the way to go. We're going to have to suck it up and get our message out there, whatever that message may be. Video is the best way to put it out there. If you're going to post on your Facebook page, like a regular picture or a text, chances are you're going to have to boost it. Live video they favor, and they're going to favor it even more. Thanks, Arlene. I appreciate that. Very interesting and informative. I'm glad. Once I attain that in my lives, my work here is done. I always strive to be informative. So if you get one tip from this entire thing, that makes me happy. Alright, so if there aren't any more comments, check out the links below, above, wherever they are. To get on the list, I would be posting and sending out basically content just like this on the mailing list, because there isn't always a lot of time on these lives. And while we can do these lives for 45 minutes, an hour and a half, who has the time, right? So we try to keep things as concise as possible. You're welcome, Tisha. It was a pleasure. I think I made that absolutely clear. I was so excited to work on this website. Alright, so I'm going to see you guys next week for Tea Time Tuesday. I may hop on a live later on in the week. Possibly. I am actually challenging myself to go live a little more often on my personal page. So if you have me as a friend on Facebook, I may show up there, I may show up here, who knows. But tomorrow, no Tea Time Tuesday, is the masterclass. So if you're not registered, register. Bye. Where is the button to turn this off? Tonight is some technical difficulties for sure. Oh, okay, I found it. Good night.